Hello everyone, I'm Sifu Lawrence Hill. Welcome to another segment of Systems Within Systems. Today we're going to be talking about open hand fighting as far as how you form your hand and how you strike, and getting into the different processes of actually moving in with the strikes and the type of hits, forming the chop and where the chops actually come from. Okay everyone, we're going to talk about how to palm strike first. That's a little bit difficult before we get into the chops and how they work. Actually, they're both pretty difficult in concept. The concept of actual movement in a palm strike, when you see in the movies and stuff like that, they cut off the circulation to their hand and they're coming out, which will break the wrist, will also push the punch back, push you back into it, and not be able to use the percussion motion to actually palm strike. So you'll see like a lot of Tai Chi, people are coming out this way here. It's this way here. You're leading first with your fingertips. So when you're coming out with a palm strike, it's moving this way. You can angle the hand depending on the person's body, how they're moving, this way or this way in your palm strike, but it's never hitting like this here, okay? It's multiple hits actually in one movement, all right? Multiple hits in one movement, all right? So as you're coming out, your fingertips are going to touch first. Then they lead into the body, and then your lower part of your hand starts to come in till you come into the full strike. And when you fully strike, it's not this way. It just leads into the strikes. It's almost like a push and a hit coming simultaneously with it. When we get into that whole motion and actually hitting with it, it is a very powerful hit, very good for keeping people away, for moving people, for pushing them out of the way as well, instead of moving like this here. All right, this cuts off your circulation, this cuts off your energy, right? And this also takes a lot of power away, which also has to come into how you're standing, and also the percussion that we talk about, like we talked about in earlier segments, the energy wall. Okay, chops. Chops are really cool. I use them a lot, and they're not really used enough. Think of your hand and your arm as a sword or a knife, very thin, which goes into different places of the body. Your chop does not move this way, full arm. It does not move this way, like a baseball bat. It does not come across this way, because all of this is going to do elbow damage. Your elbows kind of line you up for the technique. So your elbows, if you could picture your eyes in your elbow, are lining up to your opponent. So if a person is standing in front of me, my chop is going from my elbow, right, down the knife or sword ridge to my fingertips. How I hold those chops and how I move with those chops is coming here, 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 right? So it's coming up, stopping, and hitting. The different forms of handwork for the chops. This is a basic chop. This reinforces the hand and you bend the hand a little bit. This here is almost like an eagle claw coming out. This is a leopard paw and coming out. So you could do one, you could do, get that one finger down. You can actually put all the fingers down and hit more here, right? How you form your hand. A lot of times, this is my favorite type of chop because I like the little hook here, which also latches on and grabs, right? So you're coming from your elbow to your hand. This is the unit you're working with. The hand fingers should be tight as you're coming out. I usually hold them loose until I strike, right? So a chop this way does not go like this. A chop comes to here and stops, right? Stops here, then comes out, comes out. And if you notice, when I reach this point here, I flick. Reach this point here and flick. That flick is where the hit actually comes out. See? Boom, here, boom, boom. Not, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Chops here, right? Not here. Chop from here, chop from here. And for this, I'll bring instructor Ben Brown out to kind of demonstrate how they actually work on an individual. Okay, I'm out here with instructor Ben Brown. I'm going to talk about first the palm strike, and then we're going to move and segue into the chopping, okay? And how the strike actually works. So Ben's just going to stand straight up for the moment for me, Ben. So what we were talking about in the beginning was actually hitting with the palm strike. All right, and people think that the palm strike is hitting this way or coming this way, and you're cutting off one circulation. You could break your wrist on this motion as well. A palm strike kind of feels its way in. So you're working like with your fingers, kind of like an insect is like walking around in the dark. It's feeling with its antennas. And this is how you're coming in, right? So when I first come in, it's fingertips. Fingertips are reaching the point. Then it collapses down, right, into the hand, the upper part of the hand, and then into the palm. And when it strikes, it's striking this way. It's not striking this way, all right? Because this one takes your body off course. You're pushing it, and now you're just pushing instead of striking as well, and have a tendency of really injuring yourself. Palm strike moves in here, 1, 2, 3, right? So it comes in with its fingertips, then strikes. So you'll see, like in Tai Chi, you'll see people doing Tai Chi, they're moving this way here. You don't want to cut off your circulation. It's moving this way here. When the strike comes in, boom, it comes in hard. It's very effective hitting with it, right? I can't do that obviously to Ben because we won't have him here anymore to show anything. So you're coming in first fingertips and move. So now a better way of seeing that sometimes is on the head or on the face, striking, right? So you see if I'm coming to the head or the face, it's not this way here. If I come out with an eagle claw or tiger claw this way or eagle claw this way, it's touching first coming in and then moves. If I'm going to palm strike to the head, as I come in, I'll use the forehead, right? Because say I'm going to hit here. My palm strike doesn't go to here, it's going to fingertips in. It collapses into the next ridge of your hand, then comes through and pushes. That is severely painful, can actually snap the neck and do a lot of internal damage. This hit is coming through here. They are very, very effective techniques of fighting. 1, 2, 3, it does a lot. So if I'm here, boom, and then coming in here with angle, right? Not here, angle, and hitting, it's very, very effective stuff, right? Very dangerous. Now, segueing that into chopping. Chopping is great, using your hands in the chops, the 3 different types or 4 different types of hand techniques. One curved, leopard paw, right, which reinforces the whole hand when you can hit either way, right? Bringing one finger down, this is kind of the way I like to do it, keeping that little hook because I like to work it, right, once I'm in, all right? And so secure the hands. So Ben is taking a stance. You see his teeth are here, again, still working with center line. Ridge hands allow you to get into the corners where you can't get in like with a fist. They come in, they sneak in, and they're very effective when they come back and hit. Just demonstrating a hit to the head. I'm not coming this way, right? Or I'm not coming this way, right? It's coming from the elbow, pointing. My elbow's pointing my way in. Coming in, striking, you see? Striking, right? Striking. So my strike comes in, strikes, right? So it's kind of like the same percussion that a palm strike is doing, but coming in on a chop. So now if I'm just take 2, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. If I'm taking a chop this way, right? I'm not, or a chop this way. The motion is here. From the elbow in and hit. Hands. These are the teeth. So say I want to take out the hands, blocking going in. I'm standing here, I come in with a chop. 1, right? You see how this one is hidden? It's coming from underneath, right here, and moves. I'll slow it down a little bit. 1, 2. Fast. 1, 2. Then you also have the hit again, or I could come up 1, right? 1, 2, 3, right? So it'd be, okay, moving around, or just coming in full arm on both his armament, coming in here. And you see how this is moving, like hold strong, how this is moving in, okay? Chop, 2 chops, right? They come very quick. If I want to go to the neck or the shoulder, I'm not doing this, right? If I come to the neck, it's coming around, I can hit, right? 1, here, come around, I can hit, come around, here, hit, right? Which breaks the collarbone. Chopping, whatever position he gets into, and movement could come right from here, here, and here. Chopping also, if he's standing here and he throws something, you see? Throw, whatever you got to throw, Ben. And he's throwing, just staying right here at this point, just coming right into that hand, and so how he came up, that would be the next strike to come down. Okay, so chopping has a lot of, open hand fighting is really very, very good, right? As far as how you move in. So again, one chop this way does not move like this here, does not move like this here. It comes from your elbow, stops, and comes out. If I'm going to chop straight to the head, it's coming from here, chops, right? From here, hard of hearing chop, I call it. Hey, what? And then you hit them, right? It's coming from here. It's coming from here, right? I could take out his hands. He takes any type of position. I could come from here, underneath, hit. I could come from here, right? Hit. I could come from here, hit. See how this is angled, right? Coming in. If I come into the neck here, they are really effective. Just to give you an idea, I'm standing here, he's standing, he's got his position, chop, boom. Just one motion, boom. One motion here, right? Just moving in, right? One motion here, stepping, right? They're very effective. Down, up, hit. So you're fighting, boom, 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 boom. It's very effective stuff. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching another segment of Systems Within Systems. If you liked it, please give the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.
If you'd like to see more, you can check out the website, the Facebook page, or our podcast. You can find all the links in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we'll get back to you.
Thank you again. That's a funny ending.